This is my 1968 Maserati Mistral. It's been off the road for about 25 years. Um, Here in the back, I've got a bunch of, there's the door panels and the electric window mechanisms. I took it apart to fix those and never got around to finishing the job. And so I've been shoving this thing around inside my shops for roughly 25 years. The interior is, some parts of the interior are spectacular, some are terrible. But everything is complete. There's the armrests, the mechanism for the doors. Underneath those are the door panels themselves. And then this is access to the gas tank crossover pipe. And the cover for that is inside there also. So everything is complete. The car is, the paint looks like it was brand new. That's because it pretty much is. I parked the car. I bought a M6 BMW that I really enjoyed, and I played with that for a while, and then I got a Ferrari 355 Spider, and this thing stayed parked. I took it apart to fix those, occasionally drove it, took it apart to fix those door panels, and then it's been sitting there waiting for the interior to get done, as I say, for about 25 years, getting shoved around into various places in my shops. So, like I say, the paint's pretty remarkable, but the door panels are out. The interior is, some parts are rough, some parts are amazing. The seats got a lot of wear. Those are actually the bottom bolsters are Naugahyde replacements, and I would rip those out, redo it with leather. The dash is in remarkable condition. Chrome and paint's great. The headliner is great, and the back bolster, some patina, but other than that, really nice. And then the side panels there, you can see the leather has shrunk and pulled away, so that needs to be replaced. It's the color goes really well with that dark blue. You can see the kind of leather that's on those wheel covers. That would be really difficult to replace, but it's in great condition. And then these are the back seats, the miniature back seats. I don't know who fits in these, but there's a cover that goes over them if you're going to carry luggage on top of them, and those are in fine condition. So that presents a conundrum to anybody that's going to restore this thing. You probably want to save some of that patina, but you also want to, repair or replace anything that's marginal. And the rugs are definitely toast. So the dash is in great shape. It needs some polishing, but all the leather is good. There's a little split about an inch long on the stitching on the right above the glove compartment, and then there's a little burn mark on the leather. But other than that, it's pretty darn immaculate. Steering wheel's nice. The leather-covered sun visors are in good shape. And let's take a look at the paint and the wheels. The wheels there's Barani wire wheels, aluminum wheels, wire spokes, beautiful paint, great chrome. The nose was crushed. It was damaged in a car accident. I got a front clip from MIE in Mercer Island, and then had a company that's no longer there in Eugene called Panel Beaters, who specialized in aluminum work, do the body work and paint, and they did a spectacular job. And as you can see, it looks like it's brand new paint, but it's actually 25 years old. It just hasn't been outside. So it fundamentally is new. Chrome's in great shape. So I turned 70 next year. I got tons and tons of projects, and I know I'm not going to get to this one. I'd like to restore it. It's got a scratch there where when the bumper was put on, the paint got scratched. And on the other side, there's a small dent where I backed my race car in. I think I'm going to show it here. Well, it shows up in the pictures, but there's a little nick there, and then there's a dent right next to. Oh yeah, there we go. There's that little nick that needs a touch up, and then this dent here. So that's the straw that broke the camel's back. That's when I decided I needed to sell this thing. Little ding on the bumper too. I was backing up my race car to put it in the trailer and backed right into the damn thing. So all in all, the paint's the chrome is in great shape. There was a little spot of darkness on some of the chrome. I thought it was damaged, but not really. The engine, this is in the park. It ran when parked. It was running well. I was driving it pretty regularly. Well, not regularly. I had other cars to play with too, but it runs well. It's typical Maserati. I never had any problems with the engine, other than when you go around a really tight corner, you lose some oil pressure. It's got a huge oil sump, but it doesn't seem to be baffled very well. I'd probably put an AccuSump in it. This car originally had Lucas fuel injection. The previous owner replaced that with side draft Weber carbs, and it's a strong, fast car, very complicated. It's got some really interesting features, like the oil cooler is actually it both cools the oil and heats the oil up when the engine's first started. Takes hot water from the engine to warm the oil up, and then takes cold water from the radiator to cool it. Two plugs per cylinder. That's what that mess of wiring is all about. And overhead valve, double overhead valve, inline 6, 4 liters, aluminum block, 5-speed ZF transmission, disc brakes all around. I've always been kind of stunned at the difference. When I bought this car, I was also looking at a Ferrari 250 SWB and a Aston Martin DB. I think it was a DB4. I wound up buying this Mistral. I've been amazed that the Mistral hasn't appreciated like those other cars have. In some ways, it's a better car. I mean, it's pretty sophisticated. Like I say, disc brakes on all 4 wheels. This car was actually bought in Europe and imported over into the United States by an Iranian family, or at least that's the story I got from the mechanic that I bought it from. He was repairing the car for them, and they kind of lost interest in it, so I bought it. But beautiful car, fun to drive, pretty exotic. One thing I would absolutely say is you need to come up with a better way to join the two. It has 2 gas tanks, and quite a number of these Maseratis burned up, which is one of the reasons why I was able to get a front clip. They have a crossover pipe that goes between the 2 gas tanks, and that crossover pipe is just rubber tubing pushed onto an unflared hard pipe, so it's dangerous and needs to be replaced. Other than that, this is a pretty straightforward restoration, I think. You could do a complete new interior and call it done, or you could try and salvage a lot of the patina and do it piecemeal. Service the engine and drive it. You can't really see the speedometer here, but it reads about 32,000 kilometers. I don't know whether it's gone around the clock or not. There's really no way to tell, except given the age of the car when I bought it and the general condition of the car when I bought it, probably not. I don't think it was driven very much. So, oh, one last little thing, you'll notice that there's no driver's side mirror. I took that mirror out, of course. It's a really easy thing to damage. Especially when you're just leaving the car parked. So I unscrewed that, and it's sitting in the back with all the rest of those parts. So that's it.